Appreciate your time and patience. Before I get started, I'm going to have a little bit of a discussion. Hold on one moment. Hold on. Oh, hold on. See if we can change some things. Me. Need to be able to see. Can you move that around on your screen? For people watching, they'll be able to see that bar on the side. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Before we get going, Ashley will discuss about the trip, insurance, how that's related to the trip. Make sure that nothing really sensitive and nothing private, but Ashley will talk privately for sensitive matters, one-on-one. But for this is general purpose for everyone to look and to know what's going on. If there's any sensitive information, that should be private with Ashley. Before we get started, though, travel insurance. But now, let you know that Ashley did try to contact and follow up and work things out, and still waiting. We're still waiting on the hotel. Still waiting. The person who's responsible for working all that out tends to have sort of a slow response. So please be patient. We're still hoping to get that information. Maybe tomorrow. Hopefully we'll gather all the information and can make an announcement, get a quote and cost of everything. So for now, turning it over to Ashley. You've got the floor. Ashley?
All right, thank you. All right, thanks, Tricia. Yeah, as you all know, really the hotel, I was trying to explain how to get everything worked out with the travel insurance, but for whatever reason, still, I want to go ahead and explain so you all can get the idea about what the travel insurance will look like, and you know how that can support your trip costs, and with everything that you all are investing. I know that might seem like a lot, but it's going to be actually a pretty good benefit for you all, and how that can. All right, first, before I get started with the PowerPoint, you know, I kind of want to get a vibe and trying to see like what you all might think about travel insurance, and if you all have any experience with travel insurance. If you go ahead and raise your hand for me. I see a few of you. You know, not too many. Okay. Okay, and what do you think that covers? Okay, I'll copy some of you all. Is it something dealing with your health?
Well, I have a story from Canada, Toronto, when I traveled, the travel insurance for the Deaf Olympics with the team. And now I know that, you know, if anybody gets sick or if there's something happens, anything like that, anything occurs, the insurance will cover from the other city, not from Canada. So my concern is how that works for me, because I'll be joining for my birthday, and there'll be a lot of people flying in, which means I'm be paying my own insurance here, and then adding here direct to Barbados. Is that where y'all going? Or here and meet in DC. Some people will go as a group and fly Barbados, and that's the insurance American Barbados. I'm not sure how that works out, but I'm not sure. But my ticket cost, I'm not quite sure yet.
All right.
One moment. She's talking to Ashley. One moment. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
All right, thanks for sharing that. Does anyone else want to share or add anything else about like travel insurance, your experience with that?
Mm. Ow, ow, wow,
All right.
oh.
AYO has a comment. My question is about travel insurance
Mm,
on each individual.
mm, mm,
Who pays
mm,
the travel insurance, or do we include that in the air flight, or is that included in the package? That's my question.
All right, thanks. Good question. All right, I'll answer that during our discussion. Yeah, I'll make sure to answer that. Do you have anybody else? Or any knowledge you might have? Does anybody know what it covers? Anybody? All right. I see Deanna says that she doesn't have travel insurance, but she has heard of it. Okay. Well, basically, travel insurance is really just to protect you all on your trip and your investment, whatever that might be, to a little bit to a lot of a small amount, but it's to protect you. It could be one time, like a one-time trip with travel insurance, or different trips altogether. It can be that as well. So it really just kind of depends on how you set up your vacation. I mean, it could be for leisure or a business trip. No, I explain more about that as well. So with my agency, we work and partner with Allianz, Alianz, Allianz. The interpreter pronounced that correctly. So we partner with them. That travel insurance company, we've been doing that for a while, or that company has been around for a while. We do have other insurance, travel insurance companies, ventures, vendors. I'm sorry, we have other interpret vendors. Sorry, that was an interpret. And suppliers, and they have their own insurance. And sometimes it is necessary to use their insurance. So it really just depends on what they offer in their packages, their vacation packages. I'd like to discuss a little bit more about Allianz first, and then I'll give you some more information about the other vendors and their and what that might look like. Do they offer like payments or membership for all of the vacations? Well, we do actually. So it really depends on how often that you decide to go on vacation. For this one specifically, we're going to focus on the trip that we're planning currently. So this one-time trip. Travel a lot, then yeah, we do have that as well, and we'll have that ready. But right now, we're going to be discussing more about this one-time trip. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. All right, let me move some things around because I can't see my screen. All right, can everybody see me? All righty. So what I was saying about aliens, that trip insurance, there are a lot of different things involved with that. The point of this, I just kind of want to explain a little bit more about, what's the most popular with that and the most common insurance plans with under aliens. So with those tours, there are a lot of different activities you can do with those insurance and different things that you might want to focus on during those activities. Like if for whatever reason you can't go to that for whatever reason and you get injured beforehand, you will be reimbursed for that. And that's the kind of insurance that we're going to focus on, and that's that tour insurance and what they offer and what's included with that. That's not involved with the hotel as well. But let me give you an example of that. Like for that kind of trip insurance, like I said, there are a lot of things under that. But right now we're going to focus on the insurance that's offered specifically with the hotel and the flight. So with under the classic plan, that's just a general like domestic. It's not international, but that's domestic, and that includes cancellation protections, emergencies, like 24-hour support, and like there are different tiers with that, and it'll be tailored specifically for you. Like if you have a nanny or a babysitter or whatever that might be the situation, that is going to be tailored to match your situation and your family members in that plan. So also we offer mobile benefits as well, smart benefits. So we offer those, and those benefits include the system that has all the different flights. And you might notice that when you go on a flight, it got delayed for whatever reason. And it will automatically allow you to get that. If it's delayed more than 4 hours, you will be reimbursed for that.
Bom.
All right. Yeah, I'm just following the interpreter to make sure with the captions. All right. So that's the classic plan we were discussing. And the classic with cancellation, you can cancel anytime with that plan. You have more flexibility with that. For example, if you have some vacations that you might want to set up in the future, and you're not sure whether or not you can make it on those, you can go ahead and cancel that all and be fully reimbursed. So there's more flexibility with that plan, that classic plan. And that might be things that you can't control, like maybe a family member passes away, you won't be able to make it, or whatever might come up. That's one example. Like there's a cancellation policy in place with that classic plan. So again, like I said, there are a lot, and that is to protect you in case of any type of cancellations or medical emergencies. You do have benefits with that, and 24-hour travel support as well, and and you can look on the Smarts Benefit app as well. All right, you have to take that 14 days before you do your that package is 14 days beforehand. You have to make sure you pay for that kind of that package as well. And then you have 14 days to buy the travel insurance with that. So the third plan is called the Premier Plan. And what that includes is before, during, or after, or post, I guess I'll say. Like, for example, if you go on a cruise, You get back from that cruise, and then whatever happens to your car, or you fall or whatever, after that, that will be covered by the insurance. If there's some kind of delay at the airport, you make a reservation at a hotel, and you have a flight the same day, you get there, and like I said, that flight gets delayed, you're still covered by that transportation, the hotel, and yeah. Okay, and those that emergency medical transportation benefits, it has that as well under the Premier plan. The trip is delayed, you have that protection, luggage, and it has the Smarts Benefit app as well. All right, so that fourth plan is specifically it's a group plan for large groups, and that will apply to everyone in the group. And it's called the Vista plan. And that's the easiest for the groups to apply for under that, and they can all apply for all the same benefits and have the same access, because everyone will be going to the same destination. And that is domestic as well, or it's domestic and international travel. And the benefits have travel cancellation protection, emergency medical, dental benefits. If your bags get lost and there's a delay with that, and 24-hour travel support as well. And you need to call for help for whatever reason. And then Smart Benefits, there's a Smart Benefits app in that as well. Okay, now we want to show you what the Smarts Benefit app, what that actually looks like. And it's right on your phone, and you can see your flight information as well as your insurance plan policy and what exactly is involved in that policy. It will give you a further breakdown about that and what is included in the insurance, in that travel insurance that you have. And they also have real-time information for your flight, for if it's delayed or everything involved in that. In the information, and necessary information will be involved on the app, on that smart app. You can also apply for whatever claims you might need. You can do that on the mobile app as well. When you arrive to your destination and you're waiting for your luggage and you aren't able to find it and they seem to be missing, you can report that on the 24-hour tech support, and they'll be ready right there to reimburse you for whatever is necessary. And if the amount of that you spent is not equal to that, you can apply for a receipt, or you can have your receipt verification, and they will reimburse you for that claim, under that claim. And we have two different we have trip cancellation protection and then trip interruption plan protection. So those are actually different. Let's discuss the cancellation in general right now. So if there's a situation where, maybe there's a car accident, you're trying to figure out what to do next, you can cancel under that policy. You're not able to cancel the trip though. You'll have that support also, and you can cancel it and get that full reimbursement under that plan. And then for the trip interruption, that's if, for instance, you go on a cruise or you get news that there's a family member that's very sick and you have to go like for instance, a short vacation. It's a seven, and you're 2 days into your trip, and it's a 7-day trip, and you have to go. You have to go back home to take care of your family member. That is called a trip interruption. So, like you're not able to go for the full trip, you will get reimbursement for that, and that includes the activities and whatever was planned for that trip. You will be reimbursed for. Right. So the trip also has medical and dental benefits that insurance. Some people don't want that. So if you have a pre-existing condition, some people like a situation before a pre-existing condition, some insurance it will include on the insurance that decide for the plan to decide whether or not the insurance will cover it with those pre-existing conditions. And that actually means that you already had whatever illness or sickness before and or injury before. So pre-existing, like your knee, for instance. If something's wrong with your knee, you're healthy, you can still go on vacation. That's fine. That can be included in that trip insurance, but that will depend. So, like I said, there's medical and dental involved as well. So some medical and like if you have like a family member like pass away or a baby's born or perchance, or something happens while you're on vacation and you get extremely sick or allergic to something, that's covered under this. So who's included under family? So you can see that here, family is husbands and wives, obviously, and people who live over 18 who cohabitate with you. Children can be under that. They could be biological or adopted children, foster children, or parents, biological parents, step parents, in-laws, legal guardians, a caregiver or a nanny as well are covered under that. Grandparents, grandchildren, travel companions, siblings, your nieces and nephews, aunts and uncles, and service animals. So all those are covered under family, classified as family. Now I'm going to mention a little bit about the pre-existing conditions I was talking about before. So there's that list right there. And that's only for people who live in the U.S. And it's up to 50,000 reimbursement for that. Right. Give me one sec. I'm going to take a break to make sure everybody's on the same page right now. Make sure the information is clear. Give me one sec.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Stop sharing my screen, Tuesday. Sorry about that. You gotta be patient with me because I'm trying to I have to look back between the screen and the interpreter, so please be a little patient. It's my first time doing this.
I have a comment. If the person who's making comments on the screen, while you were sharing the screen, we would look, I don't want to miss anything. It's important. So put your hand up. So put your hand up so it'll be easier for us to figure out who's where and who's speaking. Hold on one moment. Trying to remember where that is. Reading at the very bottom, click, raise your hand or whatever to signal, be easier to catch. That means the interpreter will be on the same page. We all good for that? Okay. Any questions before we go on? Any questions so far about travel insurance? No? Can't see the screen for some people.
Okay. There were some people put their privacy screens up.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay, and to answer Yao?
Yes. AYO,
Okay.
yes.
Uh,
AYO.
oh, Ayo. Okay, Ayo. Okay, got it. So, the travel insurance now this is just for this whole group. Oh, for the Barbados trip. Yes. Yeah, I'm actually working on a group travel insurance, so for all of you. That'll cover everybody, and then that price. I mean, the price will be the same, but the benefits will be the same, but the price probably anywhere will be $50 to $100, and then that covers all this. Everything's paid for and reimbursed. I mean, it's really nice to have that that cushion. Know you're okay, and it also gives you support. So if you're at Barbados and something happens and you get sick, you break down, you get sick throwing up, and then going to the hospital or what have you, just anywhere internationally, the first thing they're gonna do is ask you have health insurance, and because they want to make sure you have money before a lot of those places they won't treat you period until they get paid and they know they're gonna make. Then they're like, oh yeah, let me help you. What do you need? It's really going to depend on your type of health insurance. Most of the insurance in the U.S. don't, a lot of Americans don't get covered outside internationally. So if they're out in another country traveling internationally, like with Alliance, they'll send them a letter of credit. Let them know that, yes, you have health insurance, you're covered here, we will be taking care of that. And then they'll be like, okay, sure, not a problem. They'll accept you and go from there and treat you however you need to be treated. So you don't have to worry about, you won't have a copay, you don't have to worry about any of that, no deductibles, nothing of that nature. You just go ahead and whatever you need help with, they'll take care of you and until, you'll go home with that peace of mind knowing, whew, everything's taken care of. Right, and yeah, you can see the app as well. Hi.
Nisha, go ahead. Since you've explained about travel insurance information, we plan to vote, or how do
Well,
we
we're going to have
how do we focus on that? How
we
do
have
we make
the
the
Vista
decision?
plan. We have the Vista plan, and that'll cover everybody in the group. And then, if you decide you want to continue traveling, like on a different vacation, and you want travel insurance, then you can use the same company, Alliance, and for that use for that. Not okay, yeah, hold on, yeah. I would recommend Alliance and then Superior because I haven't talked about three. I haven't heard anything from Superior yet. But if you get denied by Superior, the Superior Travel Insurance or whatever, and I will say it's very important to compare insurances and prices, right? And then you can go, okay, you know what? If you don't if you look at their benefits, you think Alliance is better, you can take Alliance. Or if you look at there and go, you know what? I don't think I need Alliance. I'm comfortable with with the Superior where I'm at. They have everything that I need for my travel insurance needs. Then you go with them.
Okay. Included in the package, the travel insurance, which one? Superior or
Superior
which?
typically has their own travel insurance, and I don't know, what all is included with that, but they have their own. And Superior does have some limitations, restrictions, like features you pick. For example, they won't cover medical emergencies. They don't. Superior's like, nope, that's not me. We cover you if your baggage is lost. Superior will cover that. They'll cover things like of that nature, But Alliance, on the other hand, includes everything. They don't have the same restrictions. And and I forgot to mention also that, if your kids like under 17, they're free if you have children with you. And now Superior charges you for each child. I'll give you an example. There's of what their Superior looks like, but yeah, hold on. I'll get back to you on that. Okay.
Superior first. Okay. Then we'll have another discussion about what's included in the package, the hotel, and all that sort of thing.
Not today, no, because right now I'm focusing on just the travel insurance today to make sure we understand, get a kind of a feel for how that works and how much money is included, what's involved with that. And right now I can't really talk about I don't have a quote from them yet. So I can't really give you like a good way to compare, answer the benefits or what have you, because I don't have a quote to show you yet from them. Right now, I mean, I just wasn't able to get a quote from you at this point. I do apologize for that.
Okay. I think this one person missed something at the beginning. Let me just let you know that we're still waiting from the hotel and also for the company to get in touch. We're trying to get in touch, waiting for a quote. So we're waiting on that. We don't have that information yet. Hopefully we'll get all of that full information, hopefully by tomorrow. Ashley's working with a specific person. She said they tend to be slow to respond. So high volume, maybe that's why, but we're still waiting. Hopefully we'll hear from them tomorrow. So we'll have full information, hopefully. All we can do is wait.
Okay, now with Alliance, kids, they're 17 or below. There's not going to be a cost to charge you at all for that. You're only paying per adult. Okay, so got that part. Now, and I'll give you an example of another one of Superior's plans. It's called the Vacation Express, and that's what I've been kind of working with now. So I'll kind of give you an idea what their insurance kind of looks like. Okay, so we're looking at here. This Vacation Express is one of their products that I've been working with. Now they offer 3 or 4? Let me check.
Mhm.
Okay, so 3
Mhm.
different plans.
Mhm.
First plan is the Vacation Protection Plan, BPP, and that's for adults 49. They have kids that are 3 to 8 kids, 49 adults. You have 2 hours to cancel the plan. Prior to the day of. Actually, let me back up for a second. Okay, so the day that you schedule your appointment, say you're going to leave at 9 o'clock that one day, you're ready to get. You're supposed to leave. If you buy only, this only covers hotels. That's only. It's it. Only hotels only.
Mhm.
After you cancel, I was actually not able to get a side-by-side comparison for like 14 days, 21 days, and so really kind of get a broader expansion of that. But it tells you how much of a percentage of a refund you'll get within those time frames. So I was unable to be able to give you an exact time frame right now. You get a refund. What you do is you get a refund. You'll get a refund voucher. You won't get cash back, or it won't go back on your credit card. What they'll do is, otherwise, is send you a voucher so you can use their voucher for future reservations. So that's how their system works. And you have to if you're making payment, you can buy that insurance, pay off a little bit at a time, but it has to be paid off with completely fully before you have the insurance prior to your trip. And so change for the fees are waived. So, for example, you had a name change or something of that nature, they do waive fees, like a one-time fee for that. But if you have to do it again, or every little bit you have to change things, then there will be fees involved. Like if you change the flight or change, um, you know, if you get married and have your last name changed, things of that nature, there'll be a cost for that if you have to do more than one change per trip. There's a price drop guarantee, meaning make your vacation plans, including paying for everything, and then you look later on, you see another plan that's cheaper. Say, like 4 days ago I paid this much, and now it's actually the cost is going lower. I'd rather that lower cost. Yeah, they'll cover the difference. You'll get it reimbursed for that money back of the difference between the new price and the one you originally paid. Right. And next, looking at the Vacation Protection Plan Plus, the adults up to 99. It's $9 for adults, and for kids it's $89. And that's really probably one of the more flexible plans I have. But you have to pay that plan, within 14 days of you making your reservation for your trip. So once you've made your plans and finalized those, you have 14 days to pay by the insurance plan. And then you have a 2-hour cancellation for hotels. And again, that's only for hotels. And if for some reason you have to cancel, then you'll get your money back, and that will go back onto your credit card or whatever method of payment you used originally. It will go back to that same method of payment. Oh, sorry, it's not 14 days. It's okay. When you make your reservations, you buy you buy the place. You have to buy the vacation place within 7 days, not 14 days. I do apologize. It's 7 days, not 14. Same thing. The change fees are waived. You have the one time for that one time, and then if you make more changes, then now there's the price cut guarantee as well. So all that's still there. Okay. All right. So I'll you guys take a chance to read that vacation plan insurance, the VPI. Read over that. That's all the insurance. That includes everything. And this applies like to non-refundable things. Like for example, if the hotel, if something happens, you get canceled, you get your money back. I mean, they're going to keep that money, their money, but we'll reimburse you. That insurance will cover. I mean, covers everything. Non-refundable fees, all fees. If they're non-refundable, we cover that, or that plan covers that, and you'll still get reimbursed your money back from that. Okay.
All right, we have different options for the cancellation and what's covered under that. For whatever reason, your cancellation might be for, we'll give you the refund would depend on what kind of coverage, what the reason for was for that cancellation. So when you cancel, there is a percentage that will be percentage that will be refunded. And you have 7 days before your reservation to go ahead and apply for that. There's a window to pay into that insurance. Changing fees are the same. So drop those. The price drop guarantee. That's also included under that. Okay, and you also have some add-ons to that as well, and upgrades. And that's for all ages. You can add add-ons to individual people. Let me see if I can give you some examples. Okay, when you get your VPP, you go ahead and get that yourself, and you have kids under that as well. And the kids, like they might become sick or whatever. You're not sure what their health is going to look like. 4-day for adults, and then $39 for kids, and then an additional $20. And that benefit will cover everything for whatever medical emergencies that might occur. But it's not all for the under medical emergency. For the adult, it's not covered. That is an add-on. So all the plans that are offered are right there, and you can look at those. If you miss your connection, like your connecting flight, like for instance, if you land and for whatever reason you miss that flight, like there's a 3-hour window, and you have 30 minutes, you're trying to rush to your next flight and you end up missing it, you're covered under that, and you will be reimbursed for that part. Like you don't have to wait for another, and you have to wait for another flight. Like I said, that will be covered under that. So you arrive, and then that flight gets delayed, and you have to wait, and again, it gets delayed. Again, there's another delay for 8 hours or more. That will be reimbursed. Okay, able to see that? I think I have another question. All right, I want to make sure that I'm clear about some things. What you see with the vendors, what you might compare with Allianz and then Superior, you know, seeing that side by side might be able to help. Let me give you some examples. So with the VE, there is an 8 hours, if it's over an 8-hour flight delay, and then with Allianz, it's under 4 hours. That's a comparison that you can make between that and what they offer. If you wait for 2 hours, you get reimbursed, and then with Allianz, it will automatically reimburse you for that. But then with the VE, you have to do it yourself, and that is 8 hours. So you have to wait for 8 hours, and then after that, then you will be reimbursed. So you see there's a difference between those two right there. That's one example, something comparable. And then with Allianz, something else, whatever plan you have, medical emergencies are covered under all the Allianz plans. But with VE, there are specific plans, like luggage or whatever it might be, medical emergencies. There are add-ons that you might have to apply, as well as the limited amount. There's a limitation to the amount that might be reimbursed and might be covered. With Allianz, I think that limit is maybe 30,000, 30 or 50,000. Yeah, up to 50,000. You know, and that's something else that's compared. So, and that will be up to you, which travel insurance you prefer and which one you decide to choose. So you can see a list of those, each of their benefits. Do you have any questions? We'll take a break for now. Tricia, do you have
Yes,
anything?
there's a question. Yes, Tricia. I have a question, like health coverage from Canada. I saw there was a whole list, only what's involved U.S. only. So how is that going to work? What kind of protection is if there's something happens to you on the island? What kind of coverage
I would
we have?
suggest Allianz for that, Allianz group.
Okay, got it. Understood.
But again, like I said, that is for the group plan. You know, and maybe later you can negotiate and try to get something that's more reasonable or get some kind of a special. And if you plan on, it's not something that you will be able to do more than once or on a regular basis, but it is something that you might be able to negotiate.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any more questions? Okay. With the Allianz, domestically, if you're traveling 100 miles from your home, they'll cover all medical emergencies or dental, whatever might happen. That will be covered for you under Allianz. And that is 100 miles. 100 miles. That, dump too much on you.
Any other questions from anybody? Any concerns?
You know, travel insurance isn't too expensive. I mean, really, that just depends on what kind of package that you decide to get, how much that will cost. You know, with Allianz, you know, it's something that you can manage and pay off. And adjust to what you might necessarily need.
Come on back. Where are you?
Are y'all thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Cooking?
We 8 people here. The interpreter.
All right, Tricia, I want to see your face.
I want to see faces. I want to see faces. Come on. Okay. Making sure. Any questions? Any questions about travel insurance? We all good?
All right, I did want to ask, does anybody have any concerns about or fever waves? Why do you think that they have those waivers? Why do you think that that's necessary? Yeah.
But
Well, we appreciate all this. You know, we only use it once in a while, but yeah, appreciate this information. Anything else? Okay, can we tie this up? Put a bow on it? Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Okay, Tricia, yeah.